Hello and good morning. It's Phil Thatch here, and today I'm at a place called Standifer Gap Marsh, and it's actually a church. It's a great big church, and they have huge grounds here, and the whole place is kind of a wildlife refuge. There's a water area over there, and there's lots of bird houses out here, and it's been rainy and really windy today, and I wasn't even going to come out today on my regular Thursday, and my friend Joy texted me and said that this would be a really easy place to get tree swallows, because what I didn't realize, I've only been here a couple of times. This is not one of my regular places. And I didn't know that they had birdhouses all over the place, all over on this road that goes around the property. There's birdhouses in a lot of places, and the tree swallows. Matter of fact, I'm coming right up to another birdhouse right here, and this one is right by the side of the road. And there are beautiful, but hard to photograph because their colors are so bright white and so dark blue. Tree swallows nesting on these birdhouses, and I'm pulling right up to one right now that's super close, and so I'm just going to use I'm using the, let me see if I can get this heavy thing over here. I'm using the Z50 and the FTZ and the 1.4 teleconverter on my 500 f4 lens, and just shooting from the car and making some photos of these tree swallows. So let me get back to it. Okay, well, there is a beautiful tree swallow on top of a really old birdhouse that has so much character with all the lichens growing all over it. I love the look of it because it almost looks like the tree swallow is on something that's not man-made, but it definitely is man-made. And here's one more shot of that. It's really nice to have another place to make tree swallow photos besides my normal spot, the Chickamauga Dam, because you can get better and more attractive backgrounds at this location. Well, I'm continuing to ride around, and I got a few tree swallow photos. I'm not sure if I've got any that I'm extremely happy with. They're pretty easy to get photographs of at the Chickamauga Dam, possibly easier than here. But I did, as I was riding around, I ran across this bird that was on the side of the road in some foliage, and I couldn't quite tell what it was, and I think it may be a female blue grosbeak. So I'll show you that here in a minute while I keep working. Okay, so this is definitely a blue grosbeak. I'm not sure if it's a female or possibly a juvenile, but this is definitely the photo of the day for me, because all the other birds in this video I've made a photograph of before, but this is my first female or juvenile blue grosbeak. I've made a photo of an adult male before. I'm stopped now on the side of Standifer Gap Road, which I think at one time was a relatively busy thoroughfare, but now the bridge that goes over the little creek is out ahead, and it's been out for a long time. I think it's probably been out for years. And so this road just stops right here. And I've made this loop several times, and each time I come down on Standifer Gap for just a minute to kind of see what's going on right here. And there's always been, every single time, there's been a bunch of cardinals, male cardinals out here. And as soon as I slow roll up in the car, they fly off. So I'm going to kind of wait here for a minute and see if I can get a cardinal photo. Maybe they will come back once they get used to my car. There was kind of a barbed wire fence right across from my car, and I was really hoping that the cardinals would come back there, but they never did. But before they flew off, this one did stop on this tree, and you can see how hard the wind is blowing with its crest, and it almost looks like the tree is blowing too, but that's just the shape of the tree. But I was really happy to get this shot, even though the cardinals never came back to that location. And now let's change locations. I've arrived now at another location. This is Volkswagen Wetlands, and I'm going to try to do some bird photography here. We'll see how it goes. I've kind of struggled here all spring this year. Maybe I'll do better today. Deep in the wetland. Well, I definitely bagged the prairie warbler. Not a great shot of it, but I got it on that hill over there. I climbed up the hill on the far side and walked all the way around it back to this side. Kind of followed it around a little bit. I just heard it call again, but finally got the prairie warbler, which you know, Joy gets it 4 or 5 times a week, so I'm just glad to get it the once. Well, there it is, the beautiful prairie warbler. I'm not extremely thrilled with either one of these two pictures, with the exception of the fact that it's the prairie warbler. Really great little bird and such a distinctive call. And here it is actually doing the call. In the clip where the GoPro was on top of my camera, this is when I made this shot, and you can hear the bird making the call during that clip of this shot. Here's a little trail that not a whole lot of people know about in this area. I'm not showing you where it starts, but there is a trail here. Very narrow. It's basically a deer trail. There's a blue heron nest over there on that stump. It's on the top of it. And that pile of brush and stuff to the bottom of it and slightly to the left is a beaver lodge, I believe. It's kind of fun to come all the way back here to kind of the back of Volkswagen Wetlands, but I've never really gotten a good photograph coming back here. I guess I'm not the best hiker, and maybe I make too much noise when I come back here or something, but when I get back here, there's nothing to see. So that's why I don't come here so much. Plus, the first time I ever came back here when I was hiking through the thick trail, I ended up looking eye to eye with a snake who was about 2 feet from me in a tree, which was a little unnerving, even though it was not a poisonous snake. I have intentionally made these protected conservation area signs the background of several of the clips in this video, and I thought it was fun to make this photograph of this beautiful female eastern bluebird on one of those signs. All right, so I guess I will bid you adieu from Volkswagen Wetlands. If you're curious, I used my Canon EOS M50 to do the vlogging on the first half of this video when I was at Standifer Gap Marsh, and then when I came over here to Volkswagen Wetlands, I switched to vlogging with my GoPro, I think it's a 6, while I've been here at Volkswagen Wetlands, so I had less to carry. I was vlogging from the car at the first location and with the GoPro in the hot shoe of my Z50 here at this other place. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.